morning. Today we are going to continue with the same exercise 18b. In this exercise, we will today see type 2 question where we will be calculating the distance between the two given points. So today we are moving on to distance formula. Right? For this distance formula, we will have to see the situation. These are the 2 points, right? This is A and this is B, and the coordinate of this is x1, y1. Suppose if the coordinate of A is x1, y1 and the coordinate of B is x2, y2, right? Then the distance between A and B point can be calculated by using the formula AB is equal to root over the difference of the abscissa, square of the abscissa. So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y2 y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the formula for finding the distance between the 2 points. Is this okay? This is the square of the difference of the abscissa, and this is the difference of square of the difference of ordinate, square of the difference of x coordinate, and plus square of the difference of y coordinates. Is this okay? So using this simple formula, we will be able to calculate the distance between any 2 points. Am I very clear? So with this, we will start with question number 5. Question number 5, right? I will take just one example from question number 5. That is A. Question number A of this 5th question, right? The coordinates are 7 and 9, and then another point coordinate is 4, 5. Now look here. Just compare this question with your formula. We have the 2 points, we have the coordinate of the 2 points, and we have to find out the distance between the 2 points. Clear? So one point can be considered as x1, y1, then other point will become x2, y2. Now you have freedom. You can consider anyone as x1, y1, right? Or x2, y2. There will be no difference. In the formula also you see here x1 minus x2, but in some book you might see this as x2 minus x1. So there is no problem, right? Because ultimately, of course, the difference, the subtraction is not commutative. So the result of x1 minus x2 and x2 minus x1 will not be same. But because you are squaring it, so ultimately the result will become same. Whether this is x1 minus x2 or it is x2 minus x1 whole square, the result will be same. So order does not matter here. Am I very clear? So with this, we will find the distance between this and then this point. So D, this I can assume as x1, y1, right? And this is x2, y2. Better if we can write it under this, so that we will not have any confusion that which point I am going to consider as x1, y1 and which point I am going to consider as x2, y2. So with this, we can start, right? X1 minus 7 minus 4 whole square plus 9 minus 5 whole square. So this is 7 minus 4 is 3 square, and this is 9 minus 5 4 square, and this will become 9 plus 16 root over, this is root over 25, and this radicand, the number under the root sign is called as radicand. This radicand is a perfect square. We are very lucky. So the answer of this will be a whole number, and this is 5. And because it is distance, so definitely this will have some unit, but we don't know what it is. So we can write this as 5 units. So the distance between these 2 points is 5 units. So this is a very simple question, finding the distance between 2 points. Thank you. Next question, we are moving on to question number 6. This question number 6, we have the coordinate of the center, and we also have the coordinate of one point on the circle. Clear? So with the help of these two, we are asked to find out the radius. So the situation is, let us draw the diagram. This is a circle, right? This is a circle, Okay. Now according to the question, the coordinate of center, the coordinate of center is 0 and minus 4. 0 and minus 4. And there is one point, and the circle is passing through one point, and the coordinate of that point is root 13 and 2. So suppose that point is this. The circle passes through a point, and that point can be anywhere. So if I assume the point to be here, then the coordinate of this point is given as root 13, 2. Is this okay? So this is the situation. Now we have to find out the distance between these two, and the distance between the center and the circumference is called as radius. So therefore we are going to calculate the length of the radius. So suppose this point name is given as O and this point is given as name A. That means we are going to find out the distance between O and A, which is called as radius. So radius we are going to calculate, right? And this radius will be root over, now anyone, maybe I can take this as x1 y1. This one I will take as x1 y1, x1 y1, and then this point will become x2 y2. We have freedom, we can choose any point as x1 y1 and x2 y2. So this is root 13 minus 0 square plus 2 minus minus 4 square. Hope I am very clear. Now you know root 13 minus 0 is root 13 only, and then the square of root 13 will simply become 13. Clear? Because root 13 is square means root 13 into root 13, right? So it ultimately the root will disappear and only the radicand will be written. Now plus minus minus plus. So this 2 plus 4 will become 6, and 6 square is 36. And therefore this will become, sum of these two number will become 49. Once again we got this as a whole perfect square number. So the answer of this one will be 7 unit, and therefore the radius of this circle is 7 unit. Is this question very clear? It's very simple topic. Thank you. Now we are moving on to question number 8. Right? Question number 7 I am skipping because in question number 7 we have to find the length of the side of the triangle whose vertices are given. So using the distance formula, that will be a very simple task. So it will become your assignment, right? It will become part of your assignment. Now, of course, question number 8 also is similar to question number 7, but there is a term called median in that question. That is why we are moving on to question number 8. So in question number 8, we are given a triangle. We are given a triangle whose vertices are also given, whose coordinate of the vertices are given. So let us draw the triangle first of all. This is a triangle whose coordinate of the vertices are given. The name of the triangle is A, B and C, right? Now let us see the coordinate of the vertices. Coordinate of A is minus 1 and 3. Minus 1 and 3. Now coordinate of B is 1, 1, 1, 1, and coordinate of C is given as 5, 1, 5, 1, right? So we are given our triangle. This is question number 8. Here we are given the coordinate of 3 vertices of our triangle, right? And the question is to find the length of the median AB, AC and BC. We have to find the length of all the 3 median. Now this is the purpose of doing this question, is because I want to tell you what is median. Of course, you have studied this median in class 9 and also in class 10, but still a reminder. What is median? Median is a line segment. Median is a line segment which joins the midpoint of a side with the opposite vertex. I repeat, median is a line segment. Median is a line segment that joins the midpoint of a side with the opposite vertex. So what we need to get the median is, we need to mark the midpoint of a side, and that midpoint will be connected with the opposite side, and that line segment will become median. So if I draw a median from A, I need to have the midpoint of the opposite side. So midpoint of the opposite side, suppose it is this, right? So for this side, this is the midpoint. And if I join this midpoint with the opposite vertex, then this line segment will become the median. Am I clear? Likewise, for the side AB, the midpoint is this. Clear? And this midpoint is now connected with the opposite vertex, and this is another median. And likewise, the third median will obviously pass through this point of intersection. Okay? Am I clear? Now, so we have these three median. Let us name this. So this is AD, right? This is BE, and this is CF, right? Now we have the median AD, BE, and CF. Am I very clear? So now, how can we do this? We have to find the length of the median. Now look here. To find the length of the median, length means distance. To find the length of the median, you have to obviously use distance formula. Now, what you mean is the question says that to find the length of this AD, right? So this distance can be calculated only when we have the coordinate of these two endpoints. Since the question is to find out the length of the median, and therefore what I'm saying is, if you want to find the length of this AD median, you need to have the coordinate of the two endpoints. Clear? One is given, but one is missing. Now move to the next median, BE. This BE is the median, another median on AC, right? So to find the length of this BE, you need the coordinate of these two endpoints. One is given, one is missing. So for the same situation is same for all the three median, that you have the coordinate of one end, but then other coordinate is missing. So first of all, we need to find out this this coordinate of these 3 points. Once the coordinate of these 3 points are calculated, then it will be very simple. Using the distance formula, I can find the length of AD, I can find the length of BE, I can find the length of CF. Am I able to make it clear or not? So first of all, we are focusing on how to calculate the coordinate of this midpoint, right? And in the very previous video, the moment I said midpoint, you should understand. In the previous video, we have done midpoint calculate. We have learned calculating the coordinate of midpoint. So using that concept, we will calculate the coordinate of all this. And like midpoint is so easy. All the coordinate of all these 3 points can be verbally calculated. Let us see how. First of all, this is I will just write x1, y1 will be the coordinate of this one, x2, y2 will be the coordinate of this one, and x3, y3 will be the coordinate of this point. Clear? Now let us calculate the midpoint, coordinate of the midpoints one by one. So first of all, I am going to calculate the value for x1 and y1 using the midpoint formula. What I will do is I will add the 2x and then divide by 2. So 5 plus 1, 6 divided by 2. So 3. That means the value of this become 3. This is 3. Now y1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's it. See, this is midpoint formula. How simple it is now. Verbally we can calculate. Likewise, now move on to x2, y2. So 5 minus 1, because this is negative. So 5 minus 1. 5 plus minus 1. That means 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's the value of x2. y2 now, 3 plus 1, 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So this becomes the coordinate of your E. Now come to this coordinate. Now for finding the value of x3, y3, we will use the coordinate of these 2 points, because this is the midpoint of this and this A and B. Clear? So 1 minus 1, 0. Divided by 2 is 0 only. So x3 is 0. x3 is 0. Now y3. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's all. So verbally we have calculated the coordinate of all the midpoint, and now we are in a position to find the length of all the median. So I'm going to calculate the length of median AD, right? So AD will be equal to, right, root over 3 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 3 whole square. 3 minus minus 1 whole square and 1 minus 3 whole square is equal to 3 minus minus plus. So 3 plus 1, 4. 4 square is 16 plus 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 and then square, that means 4. Clear? And this will become 20. Now, unfortunately, this is not a square number. That means the answer of this will not be in the whole number form. So, we have to write this answer in the reduced form. We have to write this answer in the reduced form. And reduced form is you have to factorize this and then you factorize this number in such a way so that you can have one biggest perfect square number. So, when you factorize it, it will come as equal to 4 into 5. Clear? 4 is a perfect square number, so this can come out in the form of a square root. So, the answer will be 2 root 5. So, this becomes the length of your AD. Next, BE. 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 Right? We are going to calculate BE. So, 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 1 again whole square. Clear? And then this will be equal to 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 square means 1 only. This is also 1 only. Clear? And finally this answer is 2. And this is prime number. The radicand is a prime number. It cannot be factorized anymore. So that is the answer. This is the length of your BE. Now lastly, CF. The length of CF. 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 Now we are moving this and this. So 5 minus 0 whole square. 5 minus 0 whole square plus the difference of y. 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 whole square. Now 5 minus 0 is 5 and 5 square means 25. Right? And this is 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 square means plus 1. So this is root over 26. So this is your answer. You calculated the length of all the three median of this triangle. So we have used the concept of midpoint formula and we have used the formula of distance. Is this very clear? Thank you. Now we are moving on to question number 9. Question number 9. In question number 9, we have the center of the circle at the origin and the radius is root 12. Let us draw the diagram. This is a circle. This is a circle whose center is said to be at the origin. Suppose this is O, right? Center is denoted as O. So now the question says, because the center of the circle is situated at the origin. Is this very clear? So obviously the coordinate of the origin will be 0, 0. Clear? And the radius, this is the radius. Anywhere we can draw a radius. This is a radius whose length is said to be root 12. Clear? Now we are given 3 coordinates, 3 ordered pair, right? We are given 3 points. Let me write down all the 3 points. 1 and minus root 7. This is coordinate of 1 point. There are 3 points given. One is this. Another point whose coordinate is 3, 5. And then third coordinate is third point whose coordinate is 2 root 2. Now try to understand the situation. What the question says, that this is a circle whose center is situated at the origin and the length of its radius is given. That means the distance is already given. We don't have to find out the distance. Is this very clear? Now, what the question says is that these are 3 points, right? Now we have to find out using the distance formula. Using the distance formula, we have to find out which one of the which points, how is their location? I mean, where they are situated, right? Whether the point is inside the circle or on the circle or outside the circle. So we have to find out by using the distance formula. We have to find out whether the point is inside or on the circle or outside the circle. Is the question very clear? So what we can do is, because we already know the coordinate of 1 point origin and then other point coordinate is not given, right? So if I want to know that where is this point, what I can do is I can consider this to be the coordinate of this point. Am I clear? And I can find out the distance between this O and this point. Am I clear? And if the distance between these 2 points comes equal to root 12, we will see that this point is on the circle. Clear? If the distance between the 2 points is coming less than root 12, then we will see that the point is inside the circle. And if the distance between the 2 points is coming more than root 12, then we will see that the point is outside the circle. Did I make it clear or not? So with this we will start. Let us calculate first one, right? 0, 0. Wait. We'll find the distance between this ordered pair and then origin. So 0, 0, right? Or okay, 0, 0, and 1 and minus root 7. So we are going to find out the distance between these two, right? So D is equal to 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0 whole square plus minus root 7 minus 0 whole square root over is equal to, now 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 square is 1 plus this is root minus 7 and minus 0, this means minus root 7 only, and minus root 7 square, that means minus will become plus and root also will disappear, so it will become 7, right? So this is equal to root 8. Now look here, because your answer is in radical form, so don't try to simplify this answer, let it be in the radical form only, so that the comparison will be easy when the number are of the same type. So now what we can see here is this radicand is smaller than that radicand, that means this point is inside the circle. So I will name this point A, this is B, and this is C. So we can say A is inside the circle. This is because the distance has come less than this inside the circle. Now let us find out another with 0, 0, right? And another coordinate is 3, 5. Now D, 3 minus 0 whole square plus 5 minus 0 whole square. 3 minus 0 is 3, 3 square means 9, plus 5 minus 0 is 5, and 5 square means 25. This is 34. That means now this has become greater than this one. So point B is outside the circle. B is outside the circle. Now we are left with 3. Thus, last C. So another one is 0, 0, and the third point is coordinate is 2 and 2 root 2. So D again, 2 minus 0 whole square plus 2 root 2 minus 0 whole square root over is equal to 2 minus 0 means 2 and 2 square means 4 plus 2 root 2 minus 0 means 2 root 2 only, and 2 root 2 square means the square of 2 will be 4 and this will be 2 only. This will remain 2. This will become 4. This will remain 2. So 4 2s are 8. And therefore this is equal to 12. Now look here. This has become same as this one. That means this point is on the circle. Therefore we can say C is on the circle. So you can see here how we have calculated, how we found that A, B and C, these 3 points, whether they are inside the circle or on the circle or outside the circle. This we calculated by using the distance formula. When the value comes, when the distance comes greater than this, then point has gone out of the circle. If that has come less than this, then that point has come inside the circle. And if it is same as radius, then that means if this point comes on the circle. Is this very clear? So this is your question number 9. Thank you. We are moving on to the last question for this session, right? Question number 10. Question number 10. In this question number 10, we have a line of length 10 units, right? Let us draw a line. This is a line of length 10 units. So let us name this the points as suppose A and B, right? And the length of this line is given as 10 unit. This is already given, right? And now we have also the coordinate of one of the points. So suppose this point is given. The coordinate of this point is given. Clear? Now another information is a line is of, you can see the question is a line is of length 10 unit. And one end is at the point -3 and 2. If the ordinate of the other end is this B, right? And you know what is the meaning of ordinate? Ordinate means y value. The question says if the ordinate is 10, if the ordinate is 10, right? Then the question says prove that the abscissa will be 3 or -9. That means the abscissa is missing, right? The abscissa is missing. The question says if the ordinate of this point is 10, length is 10 unit, and the coordinate of one point is this, then in that case prove that the value of this x is 3 or -9. 3 or -9. So we are going to use the distance formula again, and we will try to find out what is the value of x. Is it coming 3 or -9 as it is said in the question or not? So we are going to do this with distance formula. So let us begin. You know the distance formula? D is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Am I clear? Now let us put the value. D is given as equal to 10. So 10. Right? And this time, because the distance is already given, so can we have this square root sign on the right side, on the left side? If I take this square root sign on the left side, then that square root will change into square. So it will become 10 square. Am I clear? Now x2 minus x1. So we can take x minus -3. X minus -3 whole square. Right? And then another I will take as 10 minus 2 whole square. 10 minus 2 whole square. Now let us simplify. This will become 100. This will become minus plus, and this is x plus 3. So this will become binomial, right? X plus 3, that means we will use the expansion of perfect square formula, a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square, this will become x square plus 2 into this. So this is 6x and then plus 9. B square means 9. This is the expansion of your x plus 3 whole square. X plus 3 whole square. I am saying x plus 3. Beyond minus will become plus. Now this will become how much? 10 minus 2, 8. And 8 square means 64. Right? Let us take this also on the right side. So finally your equation is x square plus 6x and plus this will become 73. Right? This is 73. And this will become minus 100 is equal to 0. Clear? So then simplify, and then finally your equation will be x square plus 6x minus 27 is equal to 0. Now we got this as a quadratic equation. And this is quadratic equation in trinomial. That means we can solve it by either factorization method or we can solve it by using root formula. So formula method. Now it is up to you what way you want to do. Clear? I am going to solve it by factorization method. So x square, the product of the first and the last term is 27, right? So 9 3s are 27. If I use the factor, then I can replace this middle term. So 9 3s are, that means minus 3x plus 9x minus 27 is equal to 0. Now grouping. So first group, the common factor will be x, and this is x minus 3, and then leave some space, and then x minus 3 you can repeat, and then from the second you can take the common factor as 9. So plus 9 will be out, and this is equal to 0. So finally your factors become x minus 3 and x plus 9 is equal to 0. Now either this is 0 or this is 0. So when this is 0, then what is the answer? So we can say now either x minus 3 is equal to 0. This implies your first answer is x is equal to 3, right? Another is from the second factor, or we can say x plus 9 is equal to 0. This implies your x is equal to minus 9. So this was the question to prove that if the ordinate is 10, then prove that the value of x is abscissa is 3 or minus 9. So we got the result. So we can say we have achieved it. Am I very clear? So with this we are done with the distance formula. We did enough number of questions. Almost all the questions of this exercise we have touched, right? Thank you so much for watching the video. Keep learning, enjoy learning maths, and then stay safe, stay home. Take care. Thank you.